Man, this farm has been on a journey the last couple days. Nevertheless, there's work to be done and a farm to not put down the drain. Let's get started. What's felt like ages that we are finally back on the first gen farm. What looks different is that the black bars on the top and bottom are now present. You know what that means? We officially are on the new device. The problem that plagued our transition period for so long is due to my save game not transferring properly. And the only solution was I had to rebuild the entire save game on a new save. So I have sold off all of the grain from both wheat and corn to get my bank account up to $45,922. The benefits to having this save on my new phone is that now we can really explore the creativity of what this farm can be through equipment standpoints, property standpoints, and most importantly, quality standpoints. We're going to get Daryl started on the mowing process in just a second. I just wanted to get the headlands done myself, or at least a good portion of them. Let's jump our way up to the PDA and see what needs to be done. Due to the transition period, all of the wheat ground was harvested on the old save and then was directly sold to try and allocate money towards this save, meaning what's left is the grass, corn, and beans. We still did retain all of the plots that we own, but we also added Arthur's farm, and that is it. I thought I bought the starting pig farm, but I was incorrect. What's not correct is my fields being fertilized. We got plenty of ground to work with between mine and Arthur's, and nothing but my two starting fields that have been tampered with. Let's mosey our way down to the co-op, start signing some papers, and getting to fertilizing. Really want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in today on the First Gen Farm. If you would like to follow us on this series or check out the Big Time Operator, be sure to smash that like button. Consider subscribing down below. All the field growth is looking spot on, and I, off the top of my head, cannot remember which ground I said I rented this year, because there is a good chunk of it that is also Arthur's ground that I'm helping him run. Documents have been signed and we are cleared to use the Patriot and the floater truck, which is nicknamed the Titan. We did not have this on the original, really just due to device limitations, but now that our device can support all this extra equipment, the co-op's gonna splurge. We'll start with the sprayer since it really gets the job done the fastest. All of the equipment is empty, so our bill is just gonna be as big as I want to fill the sprayer. I can sell it back, but we don't get nearly as much as we do going in, so let's limit that. I don't believe we need more than half a tank, and it is off to the first field. Some of this stuff I was up at like midnight the night before trying to plant. I think I woke up once because I fell asleep and the tractor was just pinned up against the windmill because I forgot about it. So please excuse my planting rows if you look at the ground and it's just like super screwed up. That new Titan is really going to help with the application of P&K. The base game sprayer is not bad at all. It's just that it's not very wide on the work width, and I found out that that spreader actually puts down I think it's like a 35-foot or a 40-foot path. It's pretty nice. With the exception of some of Arthur's fields, the majority of these are like 4 passes and that's it. So no real need to overfill the sprayer when we don't have to, unless the guy's just gonna keep driving in circles, which I have had this happen one time and I had to take it off the AI because I came back and the dude was basically doing the Daytona 500. And I believe that is what he is doing. Never mind. You were being smart. I don't intend to fully bale all 3 fields. I know we probably did some work last time, but I'm really going to try and focus on using that rented ground to my fullest advantage. At some point, I would like to buy that bin site that is just now going out of render distance, because then I might try and open up a seed shop for seed corn and make a little bit of side money on top of my traditional sellings to the elevator or any jobs that I'm doing with the co-op, like the trucking contracts and the fertilizer work. I am contracted to do all of Arthur's work anyway, so even if I have to use more chemical, that stuff will just bill him and it doesn't really cost me anything. It's kind of odd, though, that the soybeans are actually further ahead than the corn. I think that was the second to last field that I planted, though, so that's probably why. I think the time difference between when I planted the last cornfield and when I remember planting the last bean field was probably about 2.5 hours. I think I severely miscalculated the amount of spray I was going to need. Because how many fields do we have to do? We got 2 done. Well, technically 4. 5 if you count Arthur's. That'll work for me. Let's top off before we head over, and then we can keep on going. I think I might talk to Arthur about possibly renting this field just south of the hog barn. It's so close to my area, and it makes no sense for him to continue to keep farming it when he has to drive a couple extra miles. The biggest issue I see is that he does a lot of his own maintenance work to it with the primary tillage and then secondary tillage. So property maintenance, he would smoke me out of the water and he'd end up having to do it anyway. But maybe with the help of either the co-op or if I can do well with my finances and plan the selling of the crops, we could turn around and just buy the land from him and take care of it the same, if not better, than he already does. I guess all I need is a ripper. How much one of those cost? 24.5. 180 horsepower. I don't even think I have a tractor that could pull that. Yeah, no. We would likely need 8920 for 80 grand, or for 90 grand, we could have the 200 horsepower. That'd be a great tractor. That would be a fantastic option. Plus, I'd like to upgrade my grain handling to one of these Brents at least. But it'll all come in due time. And if I want to run the animal operation, the cattle's going to cost money. So really, nothing is cheap, nothing is free, and nothing is going to come easy. That finishes off this sector. What's next? I think we just need to jump across the road to our left, and then it is Arthur's stuff, and we are done with the spraying. Plus, it also looks like either the sun is starting to go down, or there was a cloud. I think it was a cloud. While we're at it, we could get started with the dry fertilizer application and jump to the Titan. Let's do that. Our hay season is going to kind of have to come in clutch because I do not have any built-up stock in the equipment right now. All of the material costs is really cutting into that grain that we sold, and there is no money to back it up unless I take out a loan. We need P&K, and this stuff goes a long way. So $4,600 later, and I think this would last us almost the whole, if not all, of the fields we need to spread on. I could probably just go in the order that I started with. I bet you our mower is also down on the north side, so let's switch the mower over to the backfield behind the hog barn. And since the case is up at the shed that has the rake, we'll just have the rake go through right after the mower. Wonderful. I am still kind of disappointed that the Farmall Super M does not have the ability to tow the rake. That just kind of seems like the one thing that that tractor could do for implement work, it would be able to pull the rake. But sadly, that's just the cards that we are given. That's okay, that's why I bought this case for 10 grand anyway. This thing's like my dedicated hay tractor. That finishes up our rented ground. Let's head over to Arthur's and get up in the drone and get a little bit of a montage.
Man, I always had stories about the city life and the crazy nights. Figure I should probably give it a try. Maybe check it out, see what it's all about. But the traffic was fast and the money was slow. The people I met you never get to know. I kinda miss this place I used to live back home. Cause up here it's breakneck, paycheck, rat races, what's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from.
This might be slightly stingy, but I am going to go and fill up at the old mill compared to the co-op. I think geographically it's slightly closer. Just need a couple 100 gallons to get me through one more field. Since the 1206 has nothing better to do, we could put it on either the baler or the rake to get the baling process underway. I think that's something we'll just work on once we get done with all of the spraying work. The spreading might take a little bit longer, but the spraying not too much. And I think we've also bought too much. So $650, that's going straight to Arthur's bill. And all I have to do is get his top cornfield sprayed and we are done. We'll check on the spreader, see where he is at. Probably got to move him to the north, I believe. Or to the, what would be, to the north or to the west? I think it's to the west. Start you. And you, yes, you need to move, preferably west. I do find it rather weird that this does not go faster than 25 when I thought these things went almost close to 40, but maybe I'm wrong. We'll just start in my ground since I did not get this done, and we'll just keep moving to the left. How's the mowing coming along? Oh, not too bad. I think before I head up, I'm gonna take the baler with me, so that way I'm knocking out two birds with one stone. Just gotta get the signal to open up the correct door. Come on. There you go. It'll start up north anyway, so no point in not taking it. Feel like I'm back in the old days when I just had this tractor. Having that extra case really did help diversify the workload. And our fertilizer man, he is moving along quick. He's already finished. And the sprayer is out of spray. That is fantastic, but also shocking because I just filled that up. Max number of farmhand. What? I got 2. Oh no, I got the rake, the sprayer, and the, oh man, yeah, he's right. What the heck happened to you? I done diddly broke it. It ain't worth trying to spray that. To be fair, that was a pretty dang good guess for not knowing how much I needed. I think that opens back up our available worker. So let's try and get Thomas started back up. Yep, that works for him. And we'll take you back to the co-op. Busy, busy, busy. There you go. Nice and snug. And how far is your brother gone? 1 pass left. I can work with that. Tweedledee's just about done, and Tweedledum's not far behind. Nice. I almost would put a prize on which vehicle would get done first. Would the case get done first, or would the hay crew get done first? And then I remembered there's still that farm, and then the 2 big boys up north. We got plenty of fertilizer still to do. That finishes up the raking. Let's see if the mowing is done or if it's at least close. Oh, just about. Looks like he got, what, 2 passes left and then he's set to go? Just need him to get done so I can send him down south to the Dorito. Go, Corey, go. Go, Corey, go. Now comes the long, slow drive of going from the top side of the map to the bottom side of the map. While we're at it, head down to the comment section and drop what is your classic driving song. I am a Zac Brown band kind of guy, but I'm also starting to get a lot more into Joe Nichols. I didn't realize how many songs of his that I actually liked. So you don't know who Joe Nichols is. He's the guy who does, yeah, it's Somewhere Sunny in 75, and people like that. No, people still doing that. That's what it was. I also really need to get an extension to the exhaust pipe on this tractor because I don't think for your health and wellness it's good to be breathing in that much smoke coming right out the stack. Bro is becoming a literal safety hazard. Man, this P&K guy is moving along really, really nicely, but look at how much he's used. We're still, I think, right at about half. It's amazing how long the dry fertilizer lasts. If it lasted as long as lime in the tanks of farm sim, man, we'd be going through a lot of fertilizer. It's a good thing it's not used a lot and that we don't have to go broke. Now, how's the rake doing? Oh, okay, so he's starting the up and downs. That'll work. I need 1 more tractor that can run the baler. I do not have enough tractors. I need more. I think I'll say this much. We're gonna get this field raked, that field probably baled, and then Arthur's field directly across from my house spread with fertilizer, and we're gonna call it a day. I know we still have plenty of work to do, but that is stuff that we can save to do off camera just so we can get it done, get our finances underway and figured out, and you guys will not have to watch the same repetitive stuff over and over again. As confident I am that this thing won't run out, I believe we're gonna put, kind of like the last load, just a little bit more fertilizer in before we head north. It's starting to look like it's making a dent now, and I don't really want to get caught not prepared. Now, I just thought about it. Hypothetically, I could call Arthur and see if I could use his little loader tractor as my bale tractor, or one of the occupations, so we can run all 3 pieces of equipment at the same time. Because I think he's got a little versatile with the front loader on it. I don't know, that is a ship that will cross the sea in another day. We're down to the last field for spreading, mowing, and raking now. Which one will get done first? Probably the rake, because he's got to go to the baler. And yep, I would be correct. 1 little pass left, and it is off to the case. Well, baler. Memory serves me correct. This should give me a little over a full rack. And I think it was somewhere close to $700-800 that it gave us. That's the part I'm going to have to look back up in the old videos because I cannot remember off the top of my head. Ooh, someone's stopping, and I guarantee you it's the fertilizer spreader because I think I saw he was on the rows a little earlier. Now it's a race between the baler and the mower. Who's going to get done first? I think the baler would win, but because it has to take a rack of bales to the sale house, it's a little unfair. Still no signal from the mower. I think I got a shot, even if I do have to deliver a rack. Come on, baby, don't let me down. And it must take a cycle or 2 to get the fertilizer state to start working, because I would have already had to take in a full rack by now. Interesting. Unless it's the liquid fertilizer that actually adds the boost in yield. That might make more sense. Either way, that is done. Let's haul in the back rack. And I'm tempted to check on what the condition of the mower is, but I also kind of want to see if I can beat him. Ooh, this could be close. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. We're so close. No, not that. This. Go, 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 go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. We can do it, we can do it, we can do it. Not like it matters, but I want to do it anyway. And the winning lottery number is $756. Wonderful. Where does that put the mower? Oh, ho, ho, ho. Now that was a close race. I think that's going to be all the time that we have today, guys, on the First Generation Farm. Thank you all for tuning in. Be sure to smash that like button and also check out the playlist up in the top right-hand corner if you have not already. Always remember to keep it light, keep it loose, keep it fresh, and most importantly, keep it fun. This is Squad Farms out. Peace.